And the Buffalo Bills. As this morning's
officially over, it's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
To throw on third down, Stevenson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Stevenson. Open man. It's Preston Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Available.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a deep ball here, holding just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run on first down with Singletary. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 67 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handling the football.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
That was cool.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, Stevenson. And that going incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stevenson. He's got it to Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He could strip the ball's in.
Oh, this nigga just got fucking close. Oh, you dead ass shit.
Get this one to the 23-yard line.
And he got injured.
It looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Oh, yeah, he was down before.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
You niggas is old. They injured my fucking running back, right?
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense.
They can pick those things back up.
60 or. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On first down, Stevenson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Johnson. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
No.
The first down carry here for Johnson.
I said that face
And
safe.
here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run here with Singletary. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
You said what?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half
out. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2nd and 4. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up
under pressure, and down he goes.
I love that.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. Throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't know why you
Brandon,
did that.
not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's big guys up front. You know the motivation on the sideline is,
they had like
guys,
almost the whole
give us an
team.
opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Buying time to his, and he fumbled it.
Oh,
it's
my God.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball.
A minute and 19 seconds left. You think I'll get a touchdown?
He was earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Nah, I don't need no help here. Watch, I'll show you.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
That's crazy.
Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Damn, these niggas is rushing.
And he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
They rushing it.
From the gun, Stevenson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Stevenson. And
come on, bro.
Incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
It's complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevenson. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stevenson.
What the
fuck? That one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stevenson. They'll roll him. And he finds one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Let's go. Intercepted. All day, baby. Let's get this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go.
Bro, you taking a long time to take a knee.
Shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
No! Throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 27, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
No.
He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, it's complete. Right
and
he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run to Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in the event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, flag.
An opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Stevenson. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that's quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got that first.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now this one over the middle.
I need to change the minutes to
incomplete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
No, I'm saying to 15 minutes.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
I don't have no 15.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, and real NFL time.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well.
Boy, did he catch it?
Not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready. 15-1. 15-1.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Stevenson dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You don't see me. 61, matchbox, Mike.
Here we go with Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had in football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
On 1st down, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Williamson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Ooh.
Allen finding Knox there complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. To the air, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
Hey, they could have beat us. To be honest, they could have beat us. I was low-key fucking up. We got the Steelers next. I think we do. Or is next after that? I know we do got the Steelers next. Wait, did I just advance my shit? Oh no. Oh, I accidentally just advanced my shit. Can't go back if I want. Do I have double kick play? I ain't got this good. Demar. What you doing? Yep. What the hell you guys doing? Falling asleep or shit?
No, of course not.
Yes, the hell you was.
I'm trying to stay up, but I'm tired.
Sleepy, sleepy head.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the...
Wake up,
Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Let's just feel it at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 50 seconds, Mike. You got nothing to do. You got to go.
Off play action. Stevenson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.